When it comes to percentages in comparisons, let's see what this means. Let's suppose I've got 50% of 100, 25% of 50, or let's say 25% of 200, and 5% of, let's say, so we're going to go 50% of 100, we know is going to be 50 over 100 times 100, which comes to 50. 25% of 200 will be 25 over 100 multiplied by 200. It goes into there 2 times, and that also comes to 50. Now, what would 5% of what number should 5% be of to get to the same answer of 50? What will that be? And how do we calculate that? Now, in order to get 50 over here, 5 has to multiply by a number that will cancel out with 100 to get 50. And that is actually 1,000, because that'll become 5,000, and then the zeros will cancel, and it'll come to 50. So that number would be 1,000. Now, what you notice is that each of these are exactly the same. So therefore, by comparison, 50% of 100 is equal to 25% of 200, and that equals 5% of 1,000. Because they all equal the same number, which is 50. Let's try another one. Suppose I've got 30% of 900, and I want to make it equal to 20% of some number, and I want to make that equal to some percent of 300. The first thing I'm asked is, what will this number be? And the second thing is, what will this percentage be? Let's start by calculating 30% of 900. So that's 30 over 100 multiplied by 900. 100 goes into 900 9 times, and 9 times 30 is 270. That's going to be the solution I have here. What I need to do now is put that solution over here, which is 270, and at the same time, work my way backwards. So 20%, remember, is 20 over 100. Off is multiply, and now I've got to figure out, how do I get to 270? Now remember, if this has to be simplified as a number over 100, that number has to be 27,000. So 27,000 is the number I need to get to at the top. Now 20 multiplies by what to get to 27,000? And that's the question. So if I take 27,000 and I divide it by 20, that'll come to 1350. So this number has to be 1350 over 1. So therefore the first answer is 1350. Let's look at the next thing now. What percentage of 300? What's the percentage of 300 that'll also come to 270? Remember, the first thing I got was 270. Then I wrote it over here. Now I'm going to write 270 over here and work backwards. Change this into multiply. This is now 300 over 1. And I want to know what number over 100 will give me 270 over 100, which is basically back to 27,000. So some number times 300 must equal 27,000. Now I know that 9 times 3 is going to give me 27. So 9 times 300 is going to be 2,700. So 90 times 300 will come to 27,000. So if this number is 90, then I will end up with 27,000 over 100, and that will cancel out to get 270. So the answer we're looking for here is 90 by comparison.